shading the cylinder. I'm going to continue on with the worksheet that I started before with shading the cone. Our light source is still on the left, and we're going to work on shading the cylinder over here. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper or a spare piece of paper, and I'm going to cover up my cone so that I don't end up smearing it all over the place. And our light source information is still the same. We have light source on the left, so our highlight is going to be right about here. It's not going to be quite on the edge because the cylinder is round. It's not going to be right at the edge. Our shadow is going to be on this side or on the right side, and it's going to fade as it goes across to make this look round. And this is going to work basically like a regular value scale where you're working from dark to light with graded value. I'm going to start over here a little bit lighter than I want my final value to be so that I still have some room to adjust my layers. And I'm going to lightly release pressure on my pencil as I move across until it fades out, and I want to aim for fading out right about where I put that arrow. Okay, so now it's faded out. Now you can see it's not quite even. My medium values are a little bit further over instead of being in the middle, so I'm going to continue to layer up, and I need to work to the edges also. So that's what I'm going to work on in the next pass. And I'm going to continue working over the top and working towards the edge, trying to fill in. This is a bit of tedious work to fill into the edge, but it's good practice because it's something that you encounter anytime that you're shading something. And I'm going to continue down here at the bottom. So now as I work, it's pretty well smoothed out. It looks nice and even, and it fades out right about the arrow. Now to make this side look rounded also, what I need to do is put a little bit of value here and fade towards the highlight. So I'm going to start with a light gray right here and fade out almost immediately. You don't want to stretch this out very far because your light source is on that side, so you would only see a subtle bit of shading there. So now that's done. For the top of the cylinder, we can, because the light source is right here, it would be very light. So we can shade it in solid. If we want it to be open, you can shade that in too. But that's a little bit more difficult, and we're not going to go over that today. So to fill in the top, I just want to make sure that it's a nice light value and that it's even for the most part all the way across. All right, that's it. That's our cylinder.